Hi, welcome back. Today is a very cold day where I'm at, and probably across the United States. We're calling for a snowstorm later this weekend. So today I'm just kind of like lazy and just been reading. I'm in the book of John. I've probably been there for a little minute, just trying to get everything that I need to digest in my system. I wanted to come up here today to talk about testimonies and why they are important. Some people, you are the only Bible some people are going to ever read or ever hear. So it's very important that you display the things that you went through throughout your whole journey. Even when you didn't know you was going through, if you can sit back and reflect on where you used to be, you'll know exactly that it was God that brought you out. Today, I just have two verses that I wanted to share with you. And the verses are from Psalms 119:46 through 47, and Daniel 4:2. For me, testimonies are very important because you may come upon a unbeliever or somebody that's really struggling, and you're telling them about God, but you have to also allow them to know what God has done for you. The world is a really dark place, and it's really dark right now, so you need to be the light of the world. Like I said, we are the light, and we are. So us as Christians, or whatever faith you have, you need to be the light that shine through this dark world where so many people are hurting. And many people don't know where their next meal coming from. And I have to always say, we're in this pandemic. I don't care how tough you are and how much you stay in your word and you love God. To a certain degree, this thing it is really getting on people's nerves. It's really getting on people's nerves. So at some point, throughout your day, you got to make somebody else's day great, and allowing them to know exactly what you've been through and how you got through it, displaying your life. So when people see you, they should be seeing also God, the reflection of Him, not just always being frustrated. But you also don't want to betray that everything is always happy-go-lucky, because it's not. But you need to allow them to know, even though life is not perfect, because mine is nowhere near perfect, how you get through. How you get through. And it also helps them heal whatever they're going through, to see, oh, well, she went through this. Because I know when I first started my journey, I follow a lot of pastors, and I was trying to see exactly when they first started out, did they go through anything? And if they did, what was it? So I can compare to a certain degree of what I'm going through, because I don't have a mentor to say, okay, you're moving in the right direction, or yeah, that is what's supposed to happen, or yeah, that's familiar. I don't have that, so I have to rely on me and God to get me through that. And I have one pastor that I follow, and she shared some of her testimonies and the things that she went through. And that's when I was like, okay, that's what I'm going through and what I'm feeling, so I'm heading in the right direction. But you have to make sure that the person you're following is a true believer, a true God lover, a true God-fearing woman or man. Doesn't matter who it is, but you got to really know that their walk is true. Because the last thing you want to do is walk with somebody that really isn't walking. You got to know that this person serves the Lord day and night, in front of people and behind the scenes. What you do at home is very important. What you do out in the streets is very important. So whenever you're displaying and telling your testimony, it's not only going to help you to heal, just to release it and know that God is with you, but you're helping a whole lot of other people. So that's why it's very important to allow people to know exactly what you're going through whenever you're walking on this journey. I don't feel like you should hide. And that was my thing. not so much as hiding, but I didn't want to display every single thing. But now I'm to that point where I'll let people know about my past. I'll let people know how I grew up. So it's not so much as who I used to be, but it's who I'm becoming. And that's the whole purpose of this video. Just showing you the layers, or talking to you about the layers of my life that is falling off, that has been on me from years. Like the bondage, just the generational curses. Like I said, my family is rooted on both sides with substance abuse, heavily. And the street life is all I knew. And is it easier now? No, but I would rather this than to have that at any time. So my thing is, especially for a lot of kids that may be going through a difficult time, wondering, well, why did my parents even have me if they knew they couldn't take care of me or want me? And the hardest thing to do mentally is trying to teach a 10 or 11-year-old child that your life is going to be a display of something that God is doing great. Because back then I remember wondering, well, why would God even allow me to go through that if he did love me or if he did exist? But now I come to find that all things work together for the good, because if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be here sitting and talking to you guys about my life. So if I had to tell a child that is going through, or a teenager that feel like her life is just so terrible, and it may be, and you're wondering where is God, he sees it and he knows it, and you're probably trying to figure out why is he not allowing me to get out. He will. He will. You may be one of the chosen ones that's just going to have to go through your situation right now in order to help the next person through. So don't ever just give up. Don't ever just give up. That's never an option. If anything, start drawing near to God and reading his word in order for you to get peace and to come out of it. I don't know why things happen. It just do. And we're not, I don't know, we're just born to some parents that don't even know how to parent. We have to think about, like, from my parents, I feel as though my mother had issues that stemmed from her past. So she didn't really know how to be a mother to me. But over the Christmas break, my mother always knew that I forgave her or whatever, but I had to really make sure I did. So I called her and I allowed her to know that I forgave her, because now I understand. And I only understand because of me, because of my relationship with God right now. That is the only reason why I understand. I don't want to walk around with unforgiveness, bitterness, because if that didn't happen, then I wouldn't be qualified to talk about the things or whatever you guys may ask as far as the why questions. Now, a lot of why questions we don't know, because God just does stuff and it's for your good and my good. But what I can tell you is the outcomes as far as where I'm at with it now. It doesn't last forever. It doesn't. But even in the midst of it, he will see you through. So that's why it's important to hang on. Like with suicide and stuff, I realize it is very common now and high. But I wouldn't... Suicide is never a way out. Because your life can change tomorrow. And you just ended it not even knowing what kind of life you can have. You might be the next person saving the nation. So how I focus on my mind now is every bad thing that happens to me is going to work for my good and allow me to become whoever God allowed me to be to save somebody else, because we're not put here for us. So I am actually put here to help somebody else overcome whatever issues they have as far as the walk that I walk through. Now, some things I just don't know. I just don't know. And it's a lot of things that I just don't know. I can only tell you about what I know and base my life completely and rooted in God. But like I said, I have 2 verses that I wanted to share about the testimonies or witnessing to people. You don't have to be a pastor to do all that. You have it in you. Spread the word, spread the love, and that's what the world needs, is more love anyway, because it's such a dark place right now. It is. So Daniel 4:2 says, I am pleased to tell you about the miracle and wonder the Most High God has done for me. So what that means is, the things that God has done for me, I am so pleased and happy to tell it. Now, when people first get saved, and maybe that first 2 years when you first walking with God, you're so excited, your heart's beating, and you just want to tell and save everybody. And I think most of us been through that. The longer you walk, but the longer you walk, then you start getting tired because you're not seeing no results. But even in the not seeing no results, there's always a testimony. And you're going to be pleased with sharing it. You got to share it. There's no reason to be embarrassed, even the little secrets. Because what you think, God sees everything. We don't. Somebody may come to you with a problem that you already walked through, and you can help and guide that person through that same situation that you already been through. That's one reason why it's important. Okay, Psalms 119, 46 and 47 says, I will speak of your decrees before kings and not be ashamed. I delight in your commands, which I love. In the commands which I love. You have to grow to I love his commands. Because not all his commands are exciting or stress-free. So you have to grow into wanting to be with God in that way, and accepting everything that comes. And it also throughout your journey, you're going to hit a moment or some moments where it's going to seem pretty scary. Like, okay, God, do I need to keep going or should I back up? Keep going. I've been through that. That scary situation, that scary feeling like, oh, I done tapped into something else. Just keep on going, because it's glory to glory. You're going to get there. Trust me, you're going to get there. So I just came up here to tell you guys today, no matter what your situation is, share your story. Share your testimony. It's a reason that God gives you the test. And when you pass that test, share it so somebody else can know how to walk through it. At this point, right now, we all need each other. We all need each other. So in order for us to join together and to really need each other, we have to have love. And that's true love. And loving God truly. And you probably say, how do I know if I'm loving God truly? Start spending a lot more time with him. You'll fall in love with him. You will. And it doesn't matter how many times you fall. Just make sure you're getting back up. So today, what is the spill the tea for today is go share your testimony with somebody. It could be something that happened 10 years ago. Go share it. You seen God work in it, go share it. So until next time, I will talk to you later. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. And you can always comment in the comments, good or bad. I'm open. Just make sure you hit the like button and share it. Thank you. Bye.